off the beaded path, your beading starts here. Shop it off the Beaded Path Bead Store.
I hope you're ready to make a fun new beaded bead today. My name is Kelly Dell with Off the Beaded Path Beadstore.com, and I'm going to show you a beaded bead that's been made by multiple designers. Everybody kind of has their own take on it. I made this bead many years ago when I made me just a really fun sparkly pair of earrings for the 4th of July. Well, I've lost one of those little sparkly earrings, and I need to make another one just in time for the holiday. So we're going to learn how to make these little beaded beads today. To make one bead, you are going to need 24 3mm bicones, and you are going to need 12 size 11 seed beads. That's what you need to make one bead. You are also going to need a size 10, 11, or 12 beading needle, and you're going to want to use a thread that's like a 6-pound size thread. You need one that's going to be a little bit stiffer to help our little beaded bead hold its shape. So go ahead and thread your needle with about 1 yard of thread, and let's get started. So to get started making our beads, you are going to thread on 1 seed bead and 1 bicone. And you're going to do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So you start with a seed bead and you end with a bicone. And you're going to bring these down. You don't want to tie these threads because anywhere you make a knot, you are going to see that knot. So leave yourself enough that you can stitch through when you're finished. And you're going to go ahead and take your needle and pass back through all 8 of those beads again. Now, once you've gone through, I would go ahead and go through another seed bead, bicone, and seed bead. So it's going to look just like this when you get this part done. Now, coming out of your seed bead, you're going to pick up a bicone and a seed bead 4 times. So 1, 2, 3 times. You're going to do that 3 times, and then you're going to pick up a bicone. So you start with a bicone and you end with a bicone. And our thread is coming out to the right, so I'm going to make a circle. So I'm going to come back around through that same bead again and pull that through. Now I'm going to pass through a bicone and a seed bead twice. So there's once and twice. Now I'm going to do this again. So I'm going to pick up a bicone, a seed bead, a bicone, a seed bead, a bicone, a seed bead, and a bicone. So again, I start and end with a bicone. Now, this time my thread is coming out to the left, so I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to come from right to left through that bead, so that way I'll be making a circle. Now, we have to do our step up, so we go through a bicone and a seed bead twice. So that's once and twice. All right, before you go any further, go ahead and put a needle onto this thread here and pass it through the beads a little bit to get rid of this short tail thread. All right, so at this point, this is what your piece should look like. Now we need to connect this end to this end. So my thread is coming out here to the right of my beadwork. So I'm going to thread on a bicone, a seed bead, and a bicone. Again, my thread is coming out to the right, so I'm going to take my needle down here to this opposite 11, and I'm going to pass the needle. Well, I said I was. Get it untangled here. I'm going to pass the needle from right to left through that bead. Just like this. Now, I'm not going to pull this tight yet because I want you to be able to see the connection here. So again, I'm going to pick up a bicone and a seed bead. And then I'm going to come through this bead up here at the top. And I'm going to go through it from left to right. I'm going to go ahead and pull this so you can see there how that's going to go together. So now I'm going to take the needle, pull that thread tight, and this is what it should look like so far. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass through this connection one more time. And then I'm going to pass through a bicone and a seed bead. So I want this to exit, well, if I can get it through. There we go. Want it to exit at either the top or the bottom. It does not matter which. We just want it to come out one of those places. And if you'll look here now from the top, you can see, you mainly see 4 size 11s here along the top of your piece. Now, you see the ones where we actually see the holes. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones here, 1, 2, 3, 4, where we actually see the beads themselves. You're going to pick up a bicone. You're coming out of an 11, and you're going to jump over here to the next 11 and give that a nice gentle tug. Thread on a bicone. You're going to jump to the next 11. You may have to wiggle it in there a little bit. There we go. Going to pull that. And again, I'm just going to give it a little gentle tug so it kind of pulls to the inside there. Another bicone. And if you're a super tight beater like I am, really got to wiggle your way in there. But you want it to be tight. That's the thing. Okay, and we've got one more to go. So we pick up a bicone and we go through that last 11, the very first one we started with. So when you give that a tug, now the top of your bead is closed off. I'm going to lay it down so you can kind of see the hole down. There you go. You can see the hole there in it now. So we have this end complete. Now we're going to stitch to the other side and do the same thing on the other side. So you can see there, I'm coming out of the 11 here. So I'm going to do exactly what I did here to do that on this side. Once you have got that same thing done on both sides, then you are going to stitch your thread through to finish off the bead itself. So as you work your beaded beads, you are going to notice that you're going to be going along, working really well. Then all of a sudden, you're going to come to one of the beads that you make, and it just doesn't look right. The biggest thing when making these beaded beads is consistency in your tension. If you're not consistent with your tension, the beaded beads are going to come out a little wonky and not look so great. So if that happens, just cut it and start again. I mean, it's better to do that than try to figure out where your tension is wonky and all of that. So when I use these little beaded beads, you can make these into earrings. I put a little 3mm bicone on the top and the bottom of a headband. You can do that. You can make them into like slides for hoop earrings. You can put them on a necklace. You can do whatever you want. They are a super, super easy bead to make. I do have a free pattern for you on the website, offthebeadedpath beadstore.com. on how to make these little beaded beads. So I do hope you'll go over and grab that. Now make sure to come back next week because I'm going to be showing you a technique that I have never showed on the channel before, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Your beading starts here. Shop it off the Beaded Path, beadstore.com. Bring your vision near. Off the beaded path.